over again, season in and season out, about their breaking records, the glass-shattering statistics. And it really does seem, though, that there is just no stopping this team. No one's there to stop them. I mean, you look down, the next team's, 23 points further down. That's, some teams actually need those 23 points to survive relegation. That's just the difference between who comes number one and number two in our domestic league. Every player in the DStv Premiership, no lies, wants to be like these bunch of players that are sitting here in front of me, to be winners. And I mean, after all, that's why they played the beautiful game, to win. And let's get the lowdown straight from the horse's mouth. We don't have one horse here. I've got a couple of horses. They don't want to be called horses. They're wonderful gentlemen, guys. Good to see you. I'll start it off, though. I'll start it off with the leader of the ship, the man himself. He's had one hell of a 2024. Ronwen Williams, good to see you. Firstly, congratulations.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa, to you and the listeners. Lovely to be on your show again.
Hey, finally convinced you to step into this building. It must have felt like a walk of champions. When you walk in and the people congratulating you, celebrating what you've achieved, what's that feeling like?
Yeah, awesome. Incredible feeling, walking around, getting all the love, the praise. But, us being what we are, we still a bit disappointed with the way we ended it. That's why you could see even with our celebrations, it wasn't over the top, because we felt we let ourselves down, we let the team down. What we obviously wanted to achieve was greatness, being the first team, I think, in Africa to do that, to be invincible. But in saying that, you also need to appreciate the work that we've done and what we've achieved this season. So I'm super proud to be associated with this wonderful club.
And I know that the broadcasters did such a beautiful job, though, in capturing that moment in the change room when Rulani had come in from his post-match interview and he found everybody. I know Tlhopi Motsepe was walking around and just having a word with everybody, but it looked like a very somber moment. It looked like, some tragedy had befallen Mamelodi Sundowns, and that's how deeply you guys took it.
Yes, exactly. That's how we felt.
Yeah.
Even though we just won our 7th league title in a row, we felt so sad, hurt, disappointed, because we wanted to finish, obviously, on a positive note, on a winning note.
Yeah.
And to taste our first defeat at home, when you're 90 minutes away from writing your name in the history books, it still pains. And it's going to pain for the longest time because we were so close.
Yeah, you were 30 minutes away.
30 minutes away from doing it. So, but then obviously the coach and the technical team saw that everyone was down.
Yeah.
And the coach, being the leader that he is, he came and he tried to lift up the spirits a bit. But in saying that, he knows, how we feel. And that's just the champion mentality that we've got. We want to be the best. We want all the records. That's Sundowns. We want to, when you look at the history books, we want to just see everything associated with Mamelodi Sundowns. So
that's a fighter spirit, Ron, and that's a fighter spirit that I guess everyone here in this room also has. I have to go back to September 2022. That was the last time Sundowns tasted league defeat. That's a long time ago. That's a very, very long time ago. I think some of the players don't even know what it feels like to lose, especially guys that had recently joined Sundowns. Yep. I don't know if you were there when they lost. So it was against your former team.
Yes, I remember that quite well. But it's so difficult once you go such a long time without a defeat, that it pains so much. And the coach always tells us, you have no right to win every game.
Yeah.
But us having the mentality that we have, the way we work, the sacrifices we make, we want to win everything. And we don't take any game for granted. There's not a game that I can say that since I've joined that we've taken for granted. Even though we fly all across the continent, we arrive today, tomorrow we must play again. Our preparation is key. We do everything like we always do it. So that's why we've been so successful. We don't take any game for granted.
And I know that one of the players that the coach has been praising and singing his praises ever since he joined, Lesiba Nku, is also here in studio. Lesiba, good to see you, man. Welcome. Champion.
Yeah.
How did it feel? I know they don't put the medals over you these days. You have to go supermarket to go grab them there off the shelf. But just putting it on, what is that feeling like?
Yeah,
finally?
illa mathomo ubaliona the medal. So I get happy too much. And then I wish or
But for you though, knowing that there were still how many games? 6 or so games when you guys won the league.
Yeah.
And then just the feeling though, Lesiba, to say, how do we keep this up, guys? How do we keep winning and not introduce losing?
No, I think the coach will even if we win the league, but we still have games to play.
Yes.
So Nigeria continue and win the game.
So spirit keeps going up
We don't
all
stop.
the time.
We don't stop.
But how are you feeling?
Happy. Happy.
I think you were smiling more than anybody when we walked in here.
Yeah, no, I get happy. We win a league.
Yeah.
Mamelodi Sundowns. The guys behind Bamanat. And then get Pokova party team. Even though Perinyaka winner.
Yes.
Last game we won or religion, but we tried. Well, we can't say or TV, but yeah, we lost. So
Can't be perfect all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
Can't be perfect. Well, a gentleman that has probably been there longer than most. He's now the assistant goalkeeper coach. Hey, still looking young though. Hey, Kennedy Mwini, good to see you.
Thank you so much, Rob, and good evening to your listeners here.
Oh man, champ after champ. How many titles is it now for you?
8 or 9?
Can't even count anymore.
come on.
Yeah,
Can't even count anymore.
yeah.
And still, the desire is there. You still keep in great shape. You involved in this man's further development as a goalkeeper. What's it like if it's 7 or 8 times for you to have done this?
I think it has got a lot to do with a lot of consistency.
Yeah.
I think the players who are coming in also at our club, I think, I really commend them for joining the club because it's not easy because, some of the players when they come to join Sundowns, they've got a lot of things from the sides. When you go there, you sit on the bench, but it shows that the players who are coming to Sundowns, they've got a heart. They are determined to see their career change. And that is what most of them, they come with. And with Ronza also is the same, there's a lot of goalkeepers there, but it shows how bad you want it as a player. You want to see yourself being successful and improving each and every year. And for him, I think it was good that he made that move to come to Sundowns because there will be there won't be always Kennedy when it Dennis Onyango,
Yes,
where there's a time you call it quit and you just start helping from the back. And for me, I think I'm just excited and I'm happy for all of them. I think they came at the right time and they're getting what they deserve. Yeah.
I mean, you heard what Lesiba was saying just now. He was just saying that the consistency, the joy, the happiness, the instructions that come through from the coach and what he tells the team to do is what then breaks all of these records. So even the younger generation, the newer players that come in from other teams, whether it's Chippa or Polokwane City, whatever it is, they come in, but they still play top-class football. The expectations are there from day one. How then do you incorporate them to have that winning mentality?
I think it starts from the change room because they spend time together as with their colleagues. And I think most of them, Ron, when he got that when he came, now it's his turn, now he's doing the same from other ones who are coming.
Yeah.
I think they get it. It's something which themselves players, they have developed. It's the players who have made it so easy for a player who comes to Sundowns and they just go in like they have been there for the longest time. And I think it's something which each and every player have received. And I think it's working to us. And you can see because once a player is settled, he'll give you what the coach is asking for. And this is the culture which they have developed. You can even hear when they are saying, already it was a funeral when they came in the changing room, the coach. It's because of they felt like they let themselves down, and which is when you are a winner, and you have a setback like that. When you know that you are that close, you expect that to be like that. Not that we are entitled to win each and every game, but I think they have done a very good job throughout the season, and we still have to, because we're not closed yet. Yeah.
Yeah, and they still got to play. You guys play a crazy number of games in a season. Uzuko Mtunyero is also joining us, defender with Mamelodi Sundowns. At times, you don't even think he's a defender. He's surging up front. Zuko, good to see you, man. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Mr. Robert, and good evening to your fans.
You are so formal today. You're a champion. I'm not used to seeing you so formal. Hey, relax, don't worry. Kennedy will tell you this is home. You can see Lesiva's also laughing at you now. But firstly, congrats though, champ. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Robert.
Who was the first person you phoned, or who phoned you first after the game?
It was my dad and my mom that called me first, because they know how much I wanted to be a champion one day. Mm-hmm. And when I was granted the opportunity, I had to grab it with both hands and appreciate it.
What did they say, though? I mean, here's these kids come through from the Eastern Cape, come up to Gauteng, big dreams, big ambitions, and then now a league champion.
They were just happy for me because I've been praying. They've been praying for me. Mm-hmm. And it just had to happen because of the sacrifices I've made to put myself in this position. And obviously with their support and the freedom they gave me at a young age where they could have said, no football, go to school like other kids, because there was no one that ever made it this far where I come from. So what are the chances that I am going to be the one to get this far? It could have been easier for them to say, go to school. So for them to give me the freedom to play football and express myself, I had to show some gratitude every time I get on the pitch to appreciate them and my fellow teammates.
Oh, it's a fantastic story, because I was told as well about the many kilometers that you put on to walk, to go for trials, being rejected here and there. And we'll get to some of those stories, because sometimes people think that this is an easy journey. You just wake up and things are happening. And it's not like that. There's a lot of sacrifices here. It's Mamelodi Sundowns, ladies and gentlemen. They are in studio. The champions get involved after this.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
Sometimes a quickie is what you need to keep the spark alive. You can bet on Lotto Star's quick games and get lucky in seconds. Head now to our quick games and bet on our explosive games like Moonshine, Daily Kaching, Fruit Shifter, Mega Cash, and many more. Your happy ending could come in seconds when you win payouts of up to 75 million rand. Lotto Star, your world of live games. Lotto Star is licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18. NRGP 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
Chaps, tap my bro.
Icon, you know mos, shouting chips is like shouting someone is coming.
Oh yeah, that's why people ran. I thought they were heading to the fish and chip company for the Ringer One deal.
The Ringer One deal. A meaty Russian, slab chips and onion rings. Plus, you can win one of 10 Samsung smartphones for only 39.90.
So now you can get rid of your popopo phone next week.
The fish and chip company. It's fresh, hot, and a lot.
Wanna win a car with Spar? Swipe your Spar Rewards card when you buy any participating product and stand to win one of 50 fiery red Hyundai Grand i10 sedans. Competition ends 2 June. Get 1 kg Kellogg's cornflakes for 64.99. Save 15 rand. Or Pampers Active Baby Jumbo Pack nappies, pants, or Premium Care Value Pack for 229.99. Rewards customers save 83 rand. Prices valid from 22 May to 2 June. T's and C's apply.
Everyday activities leaving you in pain.
Noflex Gel.
Suffering from lower back pain from working at the dining room table.
Noflex Gel.
Are your garage workout sessions causing you injury?
Noflex Gel.
Speak to your pharmacist about Norflex's topical range of products. Norflex Gel is the only topical anti-inflammatory gel with local anesthetic properties, which not only reduces pain and inflammation, but also numbs the area.
Beat the pain with Norflex Gel.
There are so many delivery apps in SA. You've got in 60, as soon as possible, and takes a lot longer. The problem is when you want to buy bread from, fruit from, meat from, and a new pan from, that's when things get. Simplify shopping with one card. Multiple stores in 60 minutes. Download one card and get 100 rand off your first order. Shop it all in one card. T's and C's apply.
Almost it isn't good enough, is it? The car that almost started. Brake pads that almost saved you in an accident. No, almost isn't good enough. Insist on star parts for safety and performance of Mercedes-Benz vehicles out of maintenance plan. Enjoy up to 25% off selected star parts at Mercedes-Benz dealerships. Visit our website and book online at mercedes-benz.co.za/service. T's and C's apply.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Our legend, Lifa Sutudupa. Severe, good evening.
I remember you played with a player that I thought at some point you guys were brothers, So Mukoro, because of your identical hairstyles. And just out of curiosity, how long have you been having those dreadlocks, sir? I believe you still have them right now.
If you're watching the YouTube channel, but you wouldn't ask that question.
To be part of Swiders, either development or something.
This one. You come to a point where you realize it's not about what you have done, it's about if the team needs the person of your caliber. So at the moment, I don't think I'm the person that the team needs.
Did they respond and say no, or they just didn't come back to you?
You know the normal responses? We'll get back to you.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW. Not your ordinary Monday. It's Reaction Monday. Hashtag MSW.
Good evening, Robert. This is the man. I want to say, as a Sundowns supporter, together with others, we brag about the team we love. Bafanaba style. Why do you kill the style today? Why remove the cherry on top of the cake? We were deprived of our breaking rights. Imagine being invincible, Robert. Yes, we won, but we wanted to win in style. Let's not be that casual at the back. It cost us during the weekend. I'm not complaining. Nonetheless, good display of soccer throughout. Makosi, blame yourself for your own demise. Management, Cape Town Spurs, you bow out with a smile. Good show as always.
Oh, the man. He says he's not complaining, but it sounds like he is complaining. But I can also just tell him that besides them not being invincibles, they are the first team to win 11 consecutive games from start of a PSL season. 39 points from 15 games, a new halfway record in the 30-game era. The first team to go 53 games unbeaten. The record before then was 31. 11 goals conceded equals the PSL record of Kaizer Chiefs back in 2003-2004. The biggest gap between first and second was 16. Now it is 23. The biggest goal difference by a team was 39. Now it's 41. So you tell me, what is there to complain about? Hey? Ronwin, that's a proud record. But understandably, I'm going to try and put myself in his shoes. Yes, it's disappointed, but everything else, man, it just sounds like it's going to take, I don't know what's going to take to break all of these records.
No, and that's what the coach said. He said he can't see another team doing this anytime soon again because it's so tough.
Yeah.
The sacrifices you have to make on a daily basis, you have to sacrifice so much. Your family time, you don't see your kids, you don't see your family. So it's not easy.
Yeah.
And like I said, sometimes we travel all across the continent. Africa is big.
Yes.
People don't understand how big Africa is.
And it's difficult to travel.
You land in South Africa and you must go to camp again and play and show up and perform. So I think not many people understand what we go through. They just see the 90 minutes, but there's so much sacrifice going on behind the scenes. So I think there should be more noise made about this team for what we've achieved in this last 2 years. Because, like I said, it's so tough. But every day, we get up and we show up and we show out and we show our quality. Even though you're tired or feeling sorry for yourself, injuries, aches and pains, but we keep going. So I think, especially the Masandawana, they need to celebrate the team more. Yes, we let ourselves down. That would have been the cherry on the top, the Invincibles, but that's another target for us to go for next season again. So now we'll add that into our objectives because we were so close. This season, when the season started, we had our objectives. I think we hit the target 90% of our targets. So next year, now we know that we can do it. So now we'll add that to our objectives again and to break the clean sheet record. Yes, we equaled it, but like I said, the mentality that Sundowns have, we want to be the best in everything. And for me, from the back, the goalkeepers, we won that record and we want it to be ours. So we already, as much as we're disappointed, there's something else now motivating us again for next season.
Club World Cup?
Definitely Club World Cup.
It's going to be the Club World Cup.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
I think that was the main one. And Coach told us this 2 years ago. If you can ask Coach Kennedy. 2 years ago, Coach said, you guys, you don't believe the things that I tell you guys. You don't see the vision that I've got for you guys. I can see you guys playing against Real Madrid, playing against Chelsea, playing against Man City, facing Pep. You know, that's what he visions, that's what he dreams, and now it's a reality. We're going to the Club World Cup. So he's given us a different way to look at football now, not to think small, to look big. Like I said before, I used to dream about winning the league. Now I've got dreams of being in the Club World Cup, getting out of the group, Club World Cup. That's where we are as a team.
I mean, those are the things, Lesiba, and guys, feel free to talk. Don't wait for me to come to you. This is the conversation that we're having here. That excites you, though, as a player that's come through to Mamelodi Sundowns. Yes, the league is there, the records have been broken, but the feeling of saying, hey, FIFA Club World Cup, let me put the proper name to it, because that's exactly what Abo Man City walk around with on the jersey. Nobody else has that privilege of being the winner. Every single game, it's there on your jersey. Tell me about that prospect.
What's like the first time we win a league, and then to qualify again for Club World Cup, which is what happened now. But Arawina Kev, but at least we got the league.
Sure.
Though it was not easy. It's not easy to play for Sundowns, though. Yeah. But the work that we put and everything that we do in the pitch, the technical team, the coach, and everyone, they're really helping us. But
I was thinking of your journey, though, from being in a club that was relegated to a club now that wins.
Yeah, it's not easy. That is why so you need to work hard and you achieve.
And when it's just personal goals, though.
Yeah, actually, that's what I said. When I go to the team, he told me straight, or next 2025, we are going to Club World Cup. And everyone must be ready. Like Ronza said, I was not there when he told them, But when I go to the team, he mentioned it.
But now it's a reality.
Yeah.
You're facing this thing. It's no longer a dream.
And everyone is happy. Everyone is happy.
But it's also about making an impact when you get to the Club World Cup. Not just participate.
Yeah, because you play against big teams and you need to be ready.
But you're used to it now. I mean, a lot of clubs know that when they play against Sundowns, they're playing a big team. The fans know that Sundowns are in town. So the tables have turned and people they wait for you there at the hotel and be like, hey, selfie time,
Yeah, that is why everyone will reach this season.
Yeah.
But though we tried, and I think Club World Cup we are somewhere, and then
And then I was looking, Zuko, from time to time, you think, is there anybody that's going to be competing with Khuliso Mudau and the craziness that he brings into the team and the strength that he has? Do you see it as competition, or do you find that the way the club works can accommodate you regardless?
For me, it's not. I'm not competing with Khuliso Mudau. The coach has a plan, and we all believe in the coach's plan. So it was the coach and the technical team that brought me in. They had a reason for doing that. As the coach once said in one interview, that there's only in each and every position at Sundowns there's 2 to 3 players, and it was only at right back where there was one player.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of minutes for Sailor, and he is also a human being. He needs to rest so that he can perform week in, week out. So that's where I come in. There's no number 1, there's no number 2. Each game is just as important. So yeah.
And it's something that you get taught and you get told and you get to understand. Because I can imagine, some of these South American players, they fly all the way here and they think, hey, automatically going to be playing. And then you don't. You find yourself sitting on the bench and then you have to contribute coming off the bench. But the intensity, and you see it. I mean, we love football. So we see everything that happens, even at halftime, when the bench stands up, you're walking off as the starting 11. They are there to give you a handshake, to give you encouragement as well. I mean, those are cultures that people might not see, but you're a part of it.
I think it's the brotherhood that comes from the change room inside back at Chlorocorp. It's the environment and the love we have amongst each other as players, and also sharing the same goals and dreams, because there's no need for me to fight you if we have the same dream and we're working towards the same dream. Me playing or me not playing doesn't mean that I should close my heart when I'm not playing, because I want the next player to also open his heart for me when I'm playing. Yeah.
Oh, man. So beautiful to talk football with you guys. It's like I'm watching piano and shoe shine on the field, but yeah, it's piano and shoe shine in terms of linguistically here. Kuluma, whatever, when they do this is beautiful. I always say to the guys, feel free, be yourself. South Africa has all of these languages. Let's be proud of it. And I think that's exactly what makes a beautiful community. Kennedy Mwini, do you think you're a gentleman?
I am, yes.
Do you? Okay, someone thinks so.
Hi, Rob. Greetings to MSW shareholders. Greetings to Zuko. Greetings to Kennedy Mwene. Rob, what a gentleman there you have in Kennedy Mwene. One of the top professionals to grace the South African football. My question to him, Rob, is which one does he think was his best penalty goals which he scored in the PSL? And which one was his most memorable game of all? There is a debate on penalties between the one which he made Kune look like a cartoonist. Which one was his best? According to me, it was the one which he mocked Kune in that Nedbank Cup. I think it was a Nedbank Cup game. But a great professional, Rob. Greetings to everyone over there. Thanks, Rob. Good show.
Thank you so much, man. Hey, Mr. Gentleman, are you able to answer those questions?
Yeah, I think starting with the penalty.
Yes.
I think he's right when he says it was MTN8, I think, the game against Kaizer Chiefs, yeah. And I've never changed. That's how I take my penalties. They look cheeky, but that's how, because I know the weakness of a goalkeeper. Because
being a goalkeeper,
yeah. So it looks easy, but it's difficult.
And how many have you missed in your career?
One.
Only one?
Yeah.
And you remember against who?
It was against Bloemfontein Celtics.
So you say you missed and the team doesn't exist anymore.
Good evening, Robert Marawa. Good evening to your guest in the studio. Hard to swallow from Naturena, but on the behalf of football, congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns. Well deserved. They had incredible season. Also, I like to, in advance, pass my congratulations to Rowan Williams. For me personally, I believe he's Football of the Year and Goalkeeper of the Year. What a season he had. And congratulations, gentlemen. Well deserved. This is Lehlohonolo in Netherlands. What a wonderful show, Tarop, as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thanks for being a major shareholder of the show. I've got the champions here in studio. Such a beautiful moment. It's Ron, when the big debates always come through. We heard just before we came on air that your coach has again clinched the Coach of the Month accolade, which he obviously deserves. There'll always be debates. Sometimes it debates because we have mouths and we are able to debate. He says, no doubt, we're not even talking about goalkeeper of the season. We're talking footballer of the season. Your take on that?
Yeah, first of all, thank you to the listener for those kind words. Obviously, it's heartfelt. I think I've been amazing since I've joined the team. I think the main thing has been my consistency, and I've been available. I don't think I've missed the game through injury. I just missed one now through suspension, so I've been available, and I think that has been key. It's just the consistency, and they just make things easy for me. Yeah. You know, the technical team, you know, we study opponents to the T. Like I always mention, the amount of clean sheets we have is just not down to myself and the defenders. It's the whole team. You see the front players, the way they press when we lose the ball. You see the guys sacrificing, running. You know, when you see the stats after the game of the distance covered of some of these players, it's crazy. You know, and that is every 3 days, the amount of games we play. So kudos to everyone, you know, the team for helping and making me shine, you know. But I think I've done amazing. I've been consistent, and I've learned as well from Coach Kennedy, and I've learned from Dennis, Riyadh, Jody, even Sanele now. You know, I don't think I'm one person who thinks I know it all. You know, that 1% that can make me better helps.
You go for
even
it.
At my age, you know, I'm still looking to improve. You know, and I'm always hard on myself. You know, there's no one that can say anything negative to me that will affect me, because I'm so hard on myself as it is. You know, so I know there's so many goals this season that I've conceded that I shouldn't have conceded.
17. But that's overall across all competitions. And to go that few goals is an achievement, guys. And I think let's use these hands, because what he said, I agree with. He says it's been amazing. Please, let's give him a big round of I love it when there's a level of honesty, but it is said by somebody that I know is one of the humblest human beings that I've ever met in my life. So he says that not because he's trying to be a Mike Tyson, trying to be brave and bravado and whatever it is. He says it because he means it. The champions, ladies and gentlemen.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time. #MSW.
Hollywood Bets is offering you Flights of Fortune this May. Stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand worth of bonus bets by betting 10 rand or more on Aviator. Enter the chat daily between 7 and 9 p.m. for a chance to reap those rewards. Bet now.
T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counseling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Finally done moving into our new home, hubby. Nothing could go wrong now.
A lot could go wrong, wifey.
Luckily, we have a few wise tips from iWise, like keeping our home insurance policy up to date with our address and our new TV.
What about a wise tip if there's a storm and our house gets flooded?
Well, a wise tip is to make an inventory list with photos of our belongings should we need to claim.
For a quote, visit iwise.co.za. The Wise Insurance Choice. iWise is underwritten by Old Mutual Insure Limited, a licensed FSP and non-life insurer.
In a nation built on the principles of democracy, the upcoming elections in South Africa are a crucial moment for its people.
But despite all the promises of equality and change, many are asking themselves whether these elections will truly bring about the accountability that is desperately needed.
Join us as we delve into the complexities of democracy in South Africa.
Tune in to ENCA DSTV channel 403 and ENCA.com.
At the Crazy Store, turn right. Continue past the Crazy Store for 400 meters. At the Crazy Store, turn left. Pass another Crazy Store on your right. And on your left.
It costs a lot to get places these days. Luckily, with over 440 stores, there's a Crazy Store on every corner. The Crazy Store. Hey, you never know what you might find.
We weren't born to stand still. You know what I'm talking about. The itchy feet, constantly on the hunt for the next hustle, the next adventure, the next horizon. We get it. It's in our DNA. This inner drive to push, own our path, and be more. Which is why we're excited to introduce the all-new Suzuki Jimny 5-Door.
The Suzuki Jimny 5-Door, born for the urban jungle and more. Now with extra space, wireless connectivity, and rear-view camera. Suzuki Jimny 5-Door, born for more. Available from 429,900.
Zorro Services is your trusted air conditioning provider based in Gauteng. We service and supply the best aircon brands for a comfortable temperature in your home or business. So whether you need routine maintenance, repairs, or complete system installation, Zorro Services is your go-to partner. Get an obligation-free quote today. Visit zorroservices.co.za. Zorro Services. We strive to be your solution on speed dial.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Our legend, Lifa Sutudupa.
What are your views about the PSL Awards nominees? Looking at the guys who were instrumental in Sundowns breaking the records, not being included or nominated for PSL Awards, the likes of Marcelo Allende, Ribeiro Costa.
For the awards, a lot of people said that those players should be at least nominated.
Maybe we should look at actually using stats more in South Africa. Maybe that's the way to go, instead of us looking at popularity.
You've said it.
So
popularity, social media.
Exactly, the hype. Sometimes some players get hype when it's not even necessary. I believe that's the downfall of South African football.
#MSW. #MSW.
Greetings, Rob, and a special greetings to the champions that are in the studio today. I'd like to congratulate them for winning the league title, the most important and difficult trophy to win in South African football. I say it is difficult because no one has won it apart from them. They have done it 7 times in a row. We are very proud. We are very happy as Sundowns supporters. We'd like to appreciate their hard work, their dedication, their team effort, their brotherhood, and everything that they do, the sacrifices that they make to make sure that Sundowns supporters are happy at the end of the day. We trust that next season as well, they are going to win it because they are the best in the country. And I'd also like to encourage them as we go to the Nedbank Cup final to give it their all, to do everything to the best of their ability to make sure we bring it home. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful message. Thank you so much indeed for that. The champions in studio. Anyone want to respond to that? Or should we go to David? David is in Parkwood. Hey, let's see, but they're all pointing at you.
Okay, I message you untaje guru ka pelo message you klewa kam khwabuletseng ka honor lena re kimsheditse for taba ya weekend or final, so ka se mo disappoint him tla win ka pele.
That's a promise.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you a question. Just 3 questions. I don't want you to explain. I don't want you to say anything. Just give me the answer. Okay. Coach of the season.
Rulani Mukwena.
Football of the season.
Ronza.
Young player of the season. Mafuke.
Yeah.
Okay. Unanimous. Anyone disagree with those 3? Anyone disagree? Unanimous. You see, I told you. I told you. Hey, everybody's agreeing with your selection. Well done, well done. You know, should I give you a prize for winning? You got too many already, and let's leave you. David and Parkwood, good evening.
Firstly, thank you for hosting the champions. My question, Mr. Marawa, goes to Ronan. Ronan, what comes first, your personal target or the team first? On Lisibanku, wara re nyaka go leboisha monna o berekile wara o na le bokgoni mara ntse ke lo boja yona o tsantse re o bereke ka matla ka gore o contribute lo na dino tse dingwe o bile wa di nwisha mathomoni ebile o ka re o bile wa nwisha kwa re je pedi je thara ke sa opola mara o na le bokgoni mara o tsantse re o bereke ka thata re a o leboisha wara ke a o leboa le wena Mr. Marawa re a o leboisha.
Thank you so much, David. David in Parkwood.
Thank you.
I appreciate you,
Thanks,
sir.
Mr. Marawa.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You're still hot of talking, so I think let me give you the chance. Let me give you the chance to respond.
Like I said before, it's not easy to play for a big team.
Yeah.
The expectation is high, so the level is high. You need to understand the players, everyone around the team, and then we not going to grant a chance or going to participate, and then still we be on a high.
Top.
Yeah.
Sure. Who's your regular roommate?
Dennis Masinde Onyango.
You don't know his middle name. I'm not going to ask you anything more, but Dennis Onyango, let's leave it there. I know he's listening to the show here, but yeah. Ronza, from your side, he was asking about personal target versus the collective.
No, the team always comes first.
Yeah.
And then obviously the individual will always shine. Once the team is performing, the team is successful, then there will always be individuals who stand out. But I've always been a team player, and I'll always be a team player. So for me, the individual awards, yes, it's nice. We love it, but it's not the main thing. The main thing is to do it with a team, and celebrate together. Individually, you celebrate by yourself and your family. But when it's the team, it's so many people that are happy, as well as the supporters.
Right.
And president, the chairman, the board, because they support us. You're big time.
Yeah.
They try and make sure there's nothing that's negative around us. They try by all means to make sure everything is fine on a daily basis. They go above and beyond to make sure we're well looked after and we well prepared. So for me, the team will always come first.
You know what I did during the day? Louis, I'm coming to you also on the line, calling us from the Val. Because I know how humble a human being you are. And I decided to reach out to my good friends there at Supersport and got in touch with their statistics department because I wanted to be 100% accurate. And when I shower you with praises, you know that it's coming from an accurate, I'm not just being a fan, So when I say to you, Ronwin, that you've kept the most clean sheets of any goalkeeper in the league this season, you've had the highest save percentage of any goalkeeper in the league this season. Overall, you've played 45 games in all competitions this season for Sundowns. You've kept 30 clean sheets in all competitions and only conceded the 17 goals in 45 games for Sundowns. And in those 45 games that you played this season, you've only lost 5 games in open play. And 3 of these were in the African Champions League. And you've won 2 trophies with Sundowns already this season, the AFL and the league. And you got a chance as well of winning the Nedbank Cup. So, again, that's all I'm saying in summary. I might have left a couple of things out. I don't want to get too technical. Because there are other things that are very technical that maybe Kennedy would understand, but I don't want to put the listeners off to sleep. But they're direct saves that you've made, which, they total 39. You've had a save percentage of 82.98. You've been a sweeper keeper on 21 occasions. You've been an accurate keeper sweeper 20 times. And your keeper sweeper accuracy is 95.24%. And you've had 14 clearances.
Amazing, incredible. No, even, it's for me, it hasn't sunk in yet.
Yeah.
What I'm doing or what we are doing as a team. Because like I said, I can't do it by myself. There are days when I'm down, I'm tired, aches and pains, but the coaches push me. So it's all down to their support as well. My family as well, they push me each and every day. Because after all, I'm human, and I've played so many games for the national team, for Sundowns, non-stop. So there are going to be days or times when mistakes creep in. But it's just for me to stay strong and get up and just go again. As much as those stats sound so nice, I'm so hard on myself, and I know there's maybe like 5 goals that I know that I should have done better.
Yeah.
And this is for me again, for next season, to push myself to get the percentage up higher. That's the space we want to be in, because we're going to Club World Cup.
Yeah.
And there, you can't afford to make mistakes, they'll punish you. So as much as I've been amazing. I've been incredible. It's now to finish on a positive note on Saturday. 1 more clean sheet.
Wow.
And then 2 more for the World Cup qualifiers. Then I will sit back and see what I've done this season. So I've still got 3 finals to play before the season is over, which is the Nedbank Cup, and Nigeria and Zimbabwe. So that's where my mind is at now. Then after that, I'll look at all the stats and see what I've done this season or what we've done this season.
And what needs to be improved. Obviously, again, with the high standards that you've set for yourself. Okay? Sure. I mean, Zuko, the disappointing thing for me, for you, is under 23 is not going to the Olympic Games. You know, because I think South Africa also deserves to see you at that level. I mean, some of us have watched you previously, go Chippa United and so on. We've seen what it is that you can do. I know maybe deep down inside it's a small disappointment for you, but how do you feel about that? And just bigger ambitions. I mean, he talks about playing against the Nigerias of this world, playing against the Zimbabwe's of this world, and he's talking, you know, big World Cup qualifiers. Is that where sometimes your mind is?
Thank you, Mr. Rob. I would say it's every player's dream to represent their nation and to do great within that space. And then we all want to be in that space. I am disappointed that we didn't qualify, we are not going there. But hopefully now I can fight to break into Bafana. I mean, it's possible.
Yes.
Sundowns is made... I mean, Bafana is made out of a lot of players that are coming from Sundowns. I rub shoulders with them every day. I see the work they put in every day. So it's just, it's all in the mind that it's possible. So I just need to put myself in that space.
I also feel sometimes that maybe as a team, collectively, because you guys are always, like you've all said, flying here, flying there, playing every other day. Do you ever get time to celebrate? Do you ever get time, guys, to celebrate your greatness, to celebrate collectively? Do you find that you don't get that time?
Not really. And what coach has told us is that only his history will absorb us. So we will just work. After all, we're just doing our jobs.
Yeah. Kennedy, please, you're the elder statesman here. So help
no,
us.
it's their time. They can talk. I'm just I think they will celebrate. We've got a month coming up off. But some of them, like Ronza, I think they've got only 2 weeks to celebrate. So I think it's very important. Like I wanted to talk about Ronman.
Yeah.
Look, I think it's a very dedicated position he's in, and he added a lot of value to the team because sometimes you'll find that you touch the ball 2-3 times, but his level of concentration and alertness, that's where it clips in because sometimes as a goalkeeper, when you are not touching the ball most of the time, you end up, your concentration level goes down. So I think he has learned how to put himself in a way that if anything comes, and like you said, the stats of sweeper keeper, I
was going to ask you, I mean, how do those read as a goalkeeper coach at Mamelodi Sundowns? When you hear that, I know he's hard on himself, but you probably have a better appreciation of it overall.
Yeah, look, I think it helps the team a lot because it makes the team also to play in our opponent's half because you know that any long ball, you know that we've got Ronza is somewhere around the center. I know it's there's fans always say no, it's risky. If you don't take risk like that, how are you gonna win? So I think he takes a lot of risk, but it's for the betterment of the team, and he doesn't just make all those decisions to say I'll be here or here. He's been told by the coach where he's supposed to be when we're attacking and when we are defending. So I think he has given the defenders also a lot of confidence because they know that when they breach the defense, he's there to help. So that's why you see that most of the time people they might say, but I only save once in a game. But that one, it's crucial because if your alertness and your concentration levels are low, you might lose or draw the game. So I think he has contributed a lot, especially when it comes to sweeper keeper and their alertness, especially at the back. Yeah.
And the coach, he's been very hard.
Yes, on that risk taking.
He says he doesn't want clean sheets anymore. He says I must bring something different now. He wants assists, he wants goals.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's the level
sure
that the coach is putting, the pressure he's putting on us. How can we stand out? How can we be the best? You know, how can we emulate what the greats are doing?
You remember Higita?
Yeah.
You remember that save?
Yes. No, not that. No.
That was madness, though.
No.
Madness more than anything else. I got 20 seconds left. Lesiba, how are you going to celebrate, boss? Who's going to be invited to your party?
No. I'm just going to go home and celebrate with my family.
Just your family?
Yeah.
No next door neighbor, nothing?
No. Just with my family.
Or do they support pirates, the neighbors?
No. I don't know. But I celebrate the family.
No, I understand. I mean, I don't know how you guys do it. And that is why I'm just in awe of all of you and what you've contributed. I know, Ranza, we need a different conversation with you and all the great work you're doing outside of football, things that you've established outside of football. But I just wanted to thank each and every one of you, man. Good to have you in studio. Don't be strangers. And just know that you are champions, guys. Just know that you are champions.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, man. Go and celebrate, guys. Go and celebrate. Don't do too much, though, because we've seen what happened with Manchester City. Yeah, you won the league.
No celebration at the moment. No. Only after the Nedbank final.
After Nedbank.
Yeah.
After Zimbabwe.
For him after.
Yes, don't spoil the party. All right, so the Norflex moment of the weekend, right here on hashtag MSW Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Enjoyed it. Hey, enjoyed every minute of it, guys. It's good to be champions, and champions they will continue to be.
Hashtag MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time. Hashtag MSW.